investigate, they're gonna find the truth and tell you straight. They're exploring themselves and the universe. Andrew's spoiled, Charlie's even worse. The meaning of life, they're gonna find out. So sit back and listen, you big trout. That's it up from me anyway. What the bloody hell? They're investigating today.
Advertising is so commonplace in the modern world that we see more of them in a day than we do trees. Probably. Initially, it was a simple method of letting customers know what products are available on the market, but has now morphed into a more complex set of messages that tell the consumer not just what they should buy, but who they should be. So are adverts a necessary part of a healthy market capitalism, or should we try to reduce their scope? Do adverts shape desirability of lifestyles, or simply reflect prevalent trends? And are adverts simply another hidden mechanism for the power workings of structural power? To help me answer some of these questions, I'm joined by Charlie Milner, who advertises the fact that he has severe cognitive impairment on every episode of this podcast. Charlie, thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
You are dressed as a kind of French avant-garde theatre performer.
I've come as an advert man.
Why have you...
as an exec.
Is this what you think execs look like nowadays?
I've not met
shows how little experience you've had in any genuine offices. If that's what you think that execs come as.
I haven't met one, personally.
What makes this an advert man?
Smart, but cool. Smart and kind of red. Smart and red.
Smart and red.
And with a turtleneck. I look like I can sell you anything. I can sell you anything.
We've chosen adverts partially because we just had a billboard up, which is very exciting.
It was incredible.
Didn't really earn it in any way. It was literally
we didn't really deserve it.
Didn't really deserve it at all. Has the billboard affected you in any way?
I was proud as punch.
Yeah.
Punch me in my mouth.
Punch me in my mouth, Daddy. I did a good job.
My dad. He was proud as punch me in my mouth.
Was that a nice feeling to go look?
It was nice.
Me,
I kind of wish I'd taken it in more. I was kind of hungover and mad.
Yeah, you arrived on a bicycle with a leather jacket, a big hat, a bowl of porridge, and 2 different beverages, and then drank half a bottle of champagne.
And I'd been there 5 hours earlier with a friend.
You had
with a kissing friend and it looked like I'd made up.
It is an accurate description of who she is.
Yeah, she is very much a kissing friend.
Yeah.
Or she was that night. I haven't kissed her since.
Good to know.
I'm not kissing her now.
No.
Doing a podcast.
Doing a podcast.
Yeah, we were together there, and I was like, come and look at the billboard, and then we went there, and it wasn't.
It wasn't on at all.
No, in fairness,
how long did you stay?
In my defense, nothing was on, so it wasn't like, why are all these Andrex, why are all these personal adverts on, and where are you?
Yeah.
It was like
the billboard's
nothing.
off for the evening.
It wasn't even like teletext.
Yeah. Okay.
It was nothing.
Right. Yeah.
So she did not believe me, but it was a bit underwhelming, and then I went home.
Okay.
But then I was so lucky to make it to the billboard day because my phone died. I got battered. I went out. I got battered with her. You know, on a quite small side note, Andrew was very upset with me, and he would have been fuming if I'd missed the billboard.
I was already.
Because we had it in the diary for weeks. He was already quite angry.
I saw him the night before, and I parted him. We said we'll have one drink, and then we'll go home because it'll be nice to be on good form for the billboard day, the big billboard day. And Charlie's like, yeah, no, I can't wait to go back and get 10 hours sleep. And then I woke up, nothing from Charlie for 4 hours up until
were you up at 6?
Pretty much.
This guy's like clockwork.
Just like my bowel movements.
This guy's pooing like a clock.
Pooing like a clock. Then I kept calling him, and it got to about 20 minutes before I was going to leave, and I was like, this cunt's missed it.
Imagine. I'd have never forgiven myself. We might not be here right now.
It could have been the end of it, because I then messaged Elle about it, and she called me, and she was like, oh, yeah, by the way, Charlie texted me at like 2 a.m. asking if...
How are you?
Asking...
I hope you're well.
Congrats asking if she's got any numbers for extracurriculars. And at that point, I could have hit the guy, but he wasn't in the vicinity.
Yes.
But he made it nonetheless.
I made it. But I didn't... Because of all of that, I wasn't very lucid. So I felt that I wanted to have a kind of sort of cinematic moment where I kind of... smoke my cigarette and have my lolly and look up at the screen.
It's kind of underwhelming in one way, because one, it's very embarrassing to be standing around waiting for it, because me and...
It looks like you're just there like...
Wow,
that's me.
Look at the new vapes they've got. That's what Adam and I look like before, because it took
but
a while
to come
and
look at me, which is fine.
Yeah, sure. It took a while for it. Yeah, right. Good point.
With you,
it took a while for it to come into rotation. So Adam and I were just standing there, and people were looking at us like we were freaks, because we were just like taking in various products and going, "That looks like it. Wow. That looks like an interesting
They've got
product."
a new type of carver at Lidl.
Interesting. We must try that Hoover, Adam.
Like little moisturizer fridge they now do.
Moisturizer fridge.
Yep.
Now, what would that be?
A fridge where you keep your moisturizers.
I suppose I walked into that one.
They exist.
Well, what's different between a moisturizer fridge and a normal fridge?
Normal fridges are bigger. Or
So what's the difference between that and a mini fridge?
well, it's a tiny fridge. You got normal fridge, mini fridge.
Moisturizer fridge.
Yeah,
Right.
Moisturizer fridge will probably just about handle like a pepper. But if you're trying to store
or
like
moisturizer.
yeah,
it would be odd.
I'm trying to put it in the same language as the
People know
the
how big
household fridge.
moisturizers are.
They do.
It's not a very good advert. The popping. I'm not going to address it at this point.
You just did.
Oh dear.
Cheers to you.
And to you and yours, Charlie. It's lovely to see you again. Yeah, it's a confusing advert to being like the moisturizer fridge. It can fit a pepper.
Yeah, well, I don't work. Despite my outfit,
You fooled me.
Despite my outfit, I don't actually work in advertising.
You fooled me. You walked in and I went, sorry, Mr. Advertisement. I meant to do a podcast with Charlie Milner. And then Charlie took off his shirt and I went,
Oh, he's here.
It's you. Do you see
Let me show you this pen.
Sell me this pen. Go on. Sell me this pen, Charlie.
Do you like writing?
Yeah, not more than like the next person, I guess.
Do you agree that pens are important?
They're becoming less important in this digitized world.
Would you say so?
I
What
did, yeah.
What
I just
happens?
did.
But what happens when all the computers run out of battery?
Well, that's not really an issue.
It will be an issue because of all the AI water stuff. You're going to need this to contact your mother, Sally. That's her name, isn't it? And now
Why
you're like,
do you know my mother's name? I've just met you at this sales convention.
I've known you for a long time. You live in Heath Leaf.
That's not even true.
Where do you live?
Heath Leaf. What the fuck is Heath Leaf?
Henson Leaf. Where do you live? Haywards Heath.
I live in Mile End, where we are, you fucking madman.
You grew up in Haywards Heath.
All right, I don't live there.
You need to write to your mum more because she misses you and she prefers analog letters because it implies a greater level of care.
Okay. Oh, and how will I do these letters?
With using this pen.
How much is the pen?
It's 1 penny.
It's like, what? How much is this pen?
It's 1 pen.
1 pen.
One
So
penny.
it's like a pen exchange.
No, it's a penny.
I know. All right.
Oh,
Relax.
it's a pen for
Relax.
a penny, yeah. It's a pen
Relax.
a pen for a penny.
In for a penny, out for a pen.
Yes.
Here's a penny. I'm now out for a pen.
And that's why I'm advert man.
And that's why he's advert man. He can sell water to a shark. So do you feel like since we've had the billboard, do you feel like you're some sort of I know you've come dressed as advert man, but do you sense some sort of new advert kind of wisdom?
I guess the bigger the better.
Yeah,
Like
makes sense.
I suppose if I
big?
really want to plug something, I'm just going to try and get the most enormous whiteboard or billboard or blackboard and just stick it up in the sky.
I think billboards are generally bigger than whiteboards.
Fine, but you understand my point.
In the
a board.
sky.
I'm going to get a massive board and just shove it in the sky like a huge solar panel, and that's the best. If you want to get your advert out there, people need to see it.
So your take is that the bigger the advert, the more people see it. So might I presume to extend your point slightly in that a smaller billboard won't be as good as a bigger one?
Well, I guess anything's a billboard. If I got a little bit of kind of plastic tray and put it in my garden, then sure, the birds would see it. But I'm not going to be selling any more toothbrushes, am I?
But that's your point. Was
My point is-
that's still a billboard?
Technically, yeah.
I feel like you've confused yourself there.
I have.
Right.
I'd say the size of the billboard matters, but anything can be a billboard. If it's a board, it's a billboard.
Does a chalkboard?
What the hell's a billboard?
Does it count as a billboard if a coffee shop puts up a little chalkboard outside saying, "Come and get some coffee"?
I think
Well, they wouldn't say that, would they? They'd say like, "You're probably
Coffee
a
alert.
slut and you need coffee, you bitch." And then I'd be like, "All right, I'll come and get some fucking
coffee detected, you wanker.
Yeah, fuck off, fuck offy.
Fuck my cough.
Does that count as? Does that count as a billboard?
That does count as a billboard, yeah.
I don't think it does.
I think it does, depending. I mean, if you're getting granular with it or molecular, it is a billboard. Especially if there are any sort of what's the family where they shrink the family down?
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
For those lot.
Wait, what's the family?
What is the name of? Are they called like the Womblers or something? To a tiny group of humans, to
The Womblers.
it's all relative, is what I'm trying to say. If you're a tiny person, that's a billboard.
Well, yeah, a post-it.
To a dwarf.
Post-it note is a billboard to an ant.
To a dwarf or a little person.
Again, it doesn't really bear mentioning.
Well, no, it does. But let's put it down to like dwarfs, where the smallest form of human that actually exist, and they do exist. By the
Little
way.
people.
Little people. I'm never sure on what the right way of saying it is.
Little people.
I
Which
think
I do feel
that's more
like is.
demeaning.
I agree.
Hey, all right, little man.
I agree.
Hello, little lady.
Yeah, I agree. I think
I'd be
it
like,
is.
fuck off, I'm a dwarf.
Yeah, I think they've gone the wrong direction with that.
It's all relative. So I think a billboard. Should we look up the definition of a billboard? Because I would say if there's no strict definition, then anything. If it's a very boring, pointless point.
Yeah, and I'm not going to look it up.
Okay.
What do you like with advertising? What's your
What do I
relationship
like?
with adverts?
I have a positive relationship with advertising.
Positive. What does that mean?
I like them.
You like adverts?
I like ads.
You like ads?
Yeah, my favorite ads.
Are you susceptible?
I like all car adverts because they're kind of symphonic, if that's a word.
That is one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. To be like, one of my favorite adverts is car adverts.
In general, yeah.
They are traditionally the most boring
No, they're
adverts.
not. They put so much into it. There's like this galloping
It's
sort
half
of
cinematic. It's always just like
classical music.
that, and it's like going around an empty city, and then there's
Which
like a horse also doing it, and it's trying to mirror like you'll be a horse or be riding a horse
Yeah.
if you drive this car.
And then emotive, like, I'm not going to be the person I'm expected to be anymore.
Do you like perfume adverts?
I love them too.
Yeah, that you're a fucking
I prefer
mad.
a car,
You're a
though.
fucking madman. They're the most pretentious, ridiculous adverts.
That's the whole point. Lap it up.
Lap
it's
it up.
pageantry. It's like the pantomime. It's like fucking
It's
enjoy
not like
it.
the pantomime.
It
it's like
is.
pretentious performance art.
Yeah.
It's not going like knocking people's tits over and going, she's behind you. It's going, wow, everything's magic.
Yeah, but if
when
you
you're
lean
in
into the
this
fact
thing.
that like that it's obviously, you know, a show of kind of
Are you
bollocks.
enjoying it post-ironically?
I'm enjoying it sincerely. I'm just
Okay.
aware that it is obviously it takes itself too
So
seriously.
you'll look forward to like a Jaguar advert.
Don't mind it,
Right.
genuinely. Especially when they get animals involved, like you said, like when they got like horses there.
Well, are you
I
susceptible?
bet you hate it.
Are you susceptible to advertising?
Yes, I actually got the worst thing I bought recently. I bought a USB Hoover for my desk.
That sounds like a fine purchase.
Nah, I don't know.
Does it work?
It felt dumb. Yeah, it's like a little turquoise blue USB Hoover.
Right.
Brought that for my desk, and my desk is filthy,
Yeah.
so I'm not using it.
That's your fault, not the Hoovers.
No, you're right, but I just think
If I buy a Hoover and don't use it, I can't go, that's a shit Hoover.
what have you been doing?
Fucking hell, worst purchase ever. I find I'm the opposite. It's actually kind of unhelpful because I don't like adverts at all. I think there's far too many of them. I think it's the degradation of society,
Well,
and I hate them. To the
you
point,
hate all of them.
pretty much, to
You
the
know-
point where I'll see an advert for something that could be really useful for me, and I won't get it because it's on an advert.
Not giving them the satisfaction.
Not giving them the satisfaction. Fuck you. Get out of my head.
Who are you proving?
Nothing. This is a nightmare.
Is it personal honor? Really?
Personal honor. I go, fuck you. Like
Self-respect.
If it's an ad on TV, I'd be more inclined to go, oh, that looks like a nice Hoover. Whereas if it's a personalized ad that's come up because they've been mining my information, I'm like, fuck you.
Get out of my house.
You're not getting me.
Yeah.
You're not getting
No,
me.
I understand that. But,
But
then,
there's been stuff I've been like, that would be really helpful and would improve my life.
how to
I
not
don't
be a
buy
pedo
anything.
book.
How to what?
Not be a paedophile book. How to not
How
be...
to cope with a micropenis?
Do you not like any... Is there no form of advertising you like? Can you not get behind car adverts at all?
No, car ones are boring as tits.
Okay.
What? Even funny ones are like horrible because they're not really funny, I guess.
Yeah. I mean,
But-
they can be funny. They can be funny.
They can.
What do you think of... my favourite ever
100%.
advert
Yeah.
was the Evian baby advert. Do you remember the rollerblading Evian babies?
Given everything you said on this podcast, you cannot say that your favourite advert is the Evian
I
baby
absolutely
advert.
can, and I stand by it.
Why is it your favourite?
I'll
Because
die
there's
on this hill.
a baby in it.
No, not because there's a baby in it, because there's plenty of adverts with babies.
And you just happen to have chosen one
and
of
I
them.
actually can give. I'm very. I could take it or leave it with most of the baby ads,
Sure.
and I do.
What's special
But
about the
there's-
Evian?
They're just.
What are they doing?
mad-
Are they like roller
They're
skating?
rollerblading babies,
And they're
with-
going
and-
like,
and they've some of them are kind of a bit taking it a bit more seriously. There's like a
what's
leader.
your favourite album cover? The Nirvana one? You
No,
pedo.
no. My favorite advert album.
No, don't answer it.
Probably the.
Don't go
Kooks.
down that.
I love.
Go on. What's good about Evian?
I don't know. I just thought it was like a really fun, clever, weird advert at the time.
Why was it clever?
You know, this is. You gotta imagine this is. It feels like we're on one of those Christmas shows with like top 50 adverts.
Yeah, just those horrible compilations with two
Yeah, you know,
people
you
who
gotta
don't
remember,
really know what they're talking
This is
about.
the early 2000s. You know, this
Yeah.
is unheard of.
This is the height of Britpop. The world was going mad.
They
It was
haven't-
exploding with this cultural sensation. And what did Evian do? They harnessed that.
These guys are doing something different.
And they changed the game forever. Roll the advert.
This is pre-AI. This
Yeah.
is, you know, those because obviously you have to remember these weren't real babies that were rollerblading.
That's such a thing that you would say to the camera on those shows. You've got to remember, these weren't real babies. These were animated babies. And this is the early 2000s.
Yeah, I mean the animatronics they had on that must have been off key.
I kind of want to do one of those shows. What are they called? Like top 100 moments.
They're proper like washed up. Like the celebrity got on there and like it's Last Chance Saloon.
It's like old Emmerdale stars and then like ex-TV presenters.
Yeah.
It's like the top 100 craziest moments in sports, and then the first 10 are the most boring thing because they just haven't got enough for it.
And they do all talk
It'll be
in the
like
same
someone
way.
A footballer has to do up their laces.
You got to remember these guys were crazy.
You've got to remember.
You know,
This is a different
this
time.
is at a time where, you know, we didn't have the internet. We didn't have access to all this information. And then all of a sudden you've got these rollerblading babies on your screen.
And they're doing something that babies wouldn't do. They're roller skating.
You know, it was really special.
So you like that one because
I like that one because I thought the babies had a kind of fuck off attitude. A kind of quite a carefree, inspiring attitude of like, fuck it.
So you were inspired.
I was inspired by the babies.
You wish you could roller skate so freely through the city like they could.
Exactly.
Right.
It was more like
in many ways. You've been trying to find those babies for the whole of your life,
and they don't actually exist.
They don't exist.
Well, they do, but they're not
just in your mind.
Real.
Did it make you buy more Evian?
No. I just like the advert.
Right.
So I'm not a complete chump. I don't just like see everything and buy it immediately. I just
you look
enjoy,
like a guy you would.
I understand.
Look, I say that with love.
Well, I am advert man, so that would be in my the clues.
Because to be honest, we've been walking down the street and I've seen you linger quite a long time outside like Offies because there'll be a particularly colourful packet of Malwams.
I am susceptible to colour.
Yeah, sweets and I think
pink. Big bright pink sweets is what gets me going.
Yeah. And babies on skates.
But unrelated, and that's fine.
That's fine. It's absolutely fine.
But that was my favourite advert. Could we watch it?
It's cute, isn't it?
So what's happening here?
The babies are breakdancing in a circle with roller skates, and they're jumping over lots of them. They're basically just having fun in the park. But if I drink Evian, I can have this level of joy that these babies seem to be enjoying.
Look at them. No parents. They're hanging out.
No parents.
Where are the parents?
Where are the parents? It's to
the untrained eye, this looks like real babies.
I don't think it looks like babies to any untrained eye. Are you suggesting that your eye's trained enough to see that they're not real babies?
The underdeveloped man. Look at that. I love that. That's my favourite shot.
Why was it?
Because they're just so carefree with it.
Right.
They just don't.
But they've kind of got an attitude about them.
A good one.
Yeah.
Bloody good attitude, Andrew.
Yeah, a bloody good attitude.
And I think they're probably doing really cool stuff now if they were real.
This is they would, yeah. They're in some sort of office in Soho.
They're creative babies.
They're creative babies. Yeah, what an advert, Charlie. What a wonderful advert.
Are you not? So do you not like any advert? Is there not?
I
one
must
advert?
like an advert.
Did you not have an Evian baby advert of your own?
I can't remember any that I particularly liked. I must have liked some when I was younger. I can't really think of any that I've genuinely enjoyed.
Did you struggle to have a nice time in life?
No, I actually find that you can have more fun in life outside of advertising.
No, I just sit inside and watch adverts.
It's sounding like that.
I love it.
It's sounding like that.
Are you in any way susceptible to the adverts that have got kind of characters in them? Do you know the Geo Compario, the Go Compare guy?
Geo Compario.
That was his name. You know, Go Compare.
Why did you say Geo Compario?
Because that's the character name, Geo Compario.
Is it actually?
Yeah.
You have too much knowledge about that advert.
Kevin the Carrot from Aldi.
Right.
Kevin the Carrot from Aldi. The Green Giant. The Michelin Man. You've got to like the Green Giant, surely.
I don't dislike the Green Giant. I'm ambivalent on the Green Giant.
I like him actively.
You actively like the Green Giant?
He's probably one of my favourites.
Why?
Understated. Understated.
Green Giant.
Vital to the brand, but really,
he's kind of like a daddy figure, isn't he?
He's the green daddy in the sky.
What a surprise you like him.
Because I like my dad.
Because you like anyone that's a paternal or maternal figure.
I love all mums and dads.
You do? You love all mums and dads?
Especially my own.
Especially his own.
Who else? You got
Tony the Tiger. Do you like anything with a character because you're a baby? You're a child.
Well, because
there's pretty colours and look, that monkey's selling me cereal.
Yeah,
I really love the big green man that sells me sweet corn. Why? Because he reminds me of my dad. You're a mess.
Yeah,
you're an absolute mess.
Well, I think it's just more to it with an advert. Otherwise, it's just and car adverts.
More to it with an advert. Yeah. Okay.
Do you not? I mean, obviously,
a trend I've noticed, which has been backed up by some research, is that please, if you wouldn't mind, is that on tubes, if you look out for this, they're doing adverts that don't make sense. That purposefully, I think, don't make sense because you read them and go, what? And then you find yourself trying to understand it, and that hooks your attention in. And then you end up reading it like 4 times to try and work out what it means, and it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't quite make sense.
What are we talking
Look out for it. So if it's a slogan for an erectile dysfunction pill, I'm gonna see if I can pull this out my ass. It's like, don't watch that willy here for without or you won't be able to pitch your tent.
Okay. So
And it's just
sort of
odd.
there, but it's just
This
weird.
is obviously an example that I have come up with.
I can see it, and I'm advert man.
Look out for it on tubes and various things around there now.
Watch Willie here on No Pitch Tent.
And there's just a guy like that.
Watch Willie here.
But people, they're going, that I think is a new advert trend for like billboards and stuff. They're going for stuff that doesn't quite make sense, particularly on the tube. Because it's like, if it makes, there's stuff, I don't know, like pillowcases I've seen one for, where it's like, your weary head must rest, but don't be too sleepy.
Your weary head must rest, but don't be too sleepy.
When you just go a bit like, what are you talking
Why are you
about?
talking
and then
about
you
that?
read it loads because it doesn't make sense. And then you end up going, who the fuck is advertising this? And then they've got you.
Yes.
It's another way that they get you. I'm always vigilant for ways that they get me.
Yeah,
and
but
they
like,
got me again.
You're kind of verging into sort of conspiracy. It's kind of part
It's
of your
not a
flat earther thing. Where
I'm
you're
not
like,
a flat earther.
They're in my head, you know. It's like,
I'm not
let them get in there and let them fucking show you the tigers.
Otherwise, I'll end up like you.
Yeah, charmed and easily
look at the
impressed."
lovely babies. Oh, I do love a car advert. Can I see that green giant sweet corn advert again, mummy?
You must enjoy, at least on some level, the cinema. And I know you adore cinema.
Please.
The adverts before the films.
Trailers?
Yes.
Yes, I like trailers because
Trailers
I like
also have
films.
loads of car adverts.
But that's okay.
Do you not like those car adverts?
No.
Fine.
I like trailers for movies because I can go, oh, must go and see that. Oh, that looks good. Or go like, oh, we won't. I'll be there. We go, we won't be seeing that. That looks appalling.
Who are you there with?
I'm no one.
Oh, you're on your own?
I'm just saying it to a stranger next to me.
Right. Well, you're
Pretending
you're a very
that
kind of
we're-
talkative, friendly person then.
I am, yes. Not who you want to be in the cinema.
If you said that to me, I'd be like, can you stop talking to me about the adverts?
That's what I would do.
I'm
as
trying
well.
to watch
I was
them
in the
myself.
cinema recently, and a man was breathing so heavily for the entirety of the film, I had to move.
Did you put your finger in his mouth?
Yeah, I went, shut up.
Which must have been kind of warm, but a bit uncomfortable for the rest of the film. Warm for your little finger.
One for my oh, you mean keep it in there?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that'll make it breathe louder, if anything.
No, let's try.
You're breathing louder because you have to breathe out your nose. Yeah, I don't think that experiment has gone how you thought it would go.
Well, I lost, but I'm okay with it.
And it's valiant.
Do you not think so? You're kind of a weird, grumpy conspiracy theorist with adverts. Would you?
Not a conspiracy theorist.
Well,
Get out of my head. Fuck you. I'm
the
not
Earth is
buying your
flat.
shit. Fuck you. Leave me alone. If I need it, I'll buy it. I
9/11
buy
was
very, very few things in my life.
Yeah.
I want to buy more. Don't look me up and down and say yeah like that.
I'm buying all sorts of shit. I'm buying ear cleaners, USB hoovers.
Don't need them. Unnecessary
moisturiser
consumption. Unnecessary consumption.
You think so?
I buy necessities mostly.
Like apples and oranges.
Pears occasionally. And
Okay,
some bread
you live
every
in a-
now and again.
you live in a
Yeah,
house
I'm
of
not.
fruit.
I'm not talking. Yeah, I'm not talking about groceries. I buy sustenance. Yes,
Do you not have like any like gear that you really love, like a nice table?
clothes I like to buy, but as you know, I don't purchase them enough.
What about What about if the advert was so personalised it literally was like Andrew?
Yeah, that's that's the
love you,
opposite.
and you need this table. You need it. We're worried about you.
That would be the least advert I'd buy from. I'd be
you
like,
need this.
fuck
but
you,
need this
get
to
out
live.
of my head. I need what? What do I need to live?
You need this table.
I don't need this table.
You
Fuck
do.
you. Fuck you. I don't need the table.
Okay, well that hasn't worked. Advert man, I will think of another strategy.
Right.
What about
The more
Andrew?
personalised the
Andrew,
ads,
you don't need this table.
the more
This
personalised the
table's
ads,
shit.
they could be perfect. They could be discount sale. I'll never click on it. Fuck you. You're not getting me like that. Even if it would make my life better, and it's exactly what I've been looking for.
Okay, what about this?
Yes.
Would you buy something if the adverts changed their tack? I think this is what I would do if the world was just full of Andrews.
Me. Yeah.
If it was just a sea,
Yeah.
a militia of Andrews,
Oh, let me just
and they're all just
let me just
shouting.
ruminate on that for a minute. Oh, turn it off. Shut up. Shut up. I don't want to hear
Then
it.
what I do is just be like, say I'm selling socks. I'm
Yeah.
like, look, hey man, we have socks over here. No pressure. I'm sure you've got loads, but
Yeah.
if you ever need a pair of socks, give us a shout.
Completely agree. I
Do
think
whatever you like.
I think adverts should be a bit like what
they
in
just turn the
like
volume down.
communist Russia. It would be like there should be a poster that says like
This is over
Debenhams, we have socks.
Yeah.
Gales, there's coffee here.
Right.
That's the extent. You shouldn't
Don't
be allowed.
fucking tart it
You
up
shouldn't
at
be
all.
allowed any creativity in it.
No.
And then store signs should just say what they
Black
are.
and white.
Black and white.
No, nothing on it. No.
To be honest, I'd get rid of store names. It would just be clothing.
sock.
Sock. Sock stores are less common. Coffee.
Banquet. No.
Banquet.
Table. The table.
No, there's not tape furniture.
Okay.
Banquet.
Well, this where they sell the
What are you doing on
banquets.
Sunday, Charlie? Do you fancy popping out to the banquet store where we'll purchase a banquet for the next weekend?
Yeah, you can go pretend to be Henry VIII in the banquet shop.
Car.
Right.
That and adverts on telly should be just
Car.
Okay,
what about
you can show the car and you can show the model, but all you have to do is take a picture
Car.
of it. You have to take a picture on an iPhone. It's just
car?
writing on a white background. This is a new car from Mercedes.
So if they really
Here
turn
it
the
is.
volume down,
Heinz beans.
Yeah.
Beans.
yeah,
Well, it was Skechers. Heelys. We have a Heelys would be look at this. We have a shoe with a wheel in it. And then a picture of that.
You can't name brands because that adds to the sort of tartiness.
You can have a brand because you've got to allow them to find it. So it'll be like an advert for
So Heelys don't just become shoe with wheel in it.
No, but that's the extent that they can advertise. What's like another? Give me another product.
Okay, a robot boy.
Who's what's the company?
Robot Boys Inc.
For God's sake.
Roboica.
Okay, it's black and white and it says we are Roboica, and then underlined it says we have a new robot boy. And then the next slide, it's like a presentation. It's like a PowerPoint presentation.
And he looks real. He's got like flesh. He's not like
no, but can we do a real one?
Yes.
This isn't real.
All right, bus stops.
When have you seen bus stops advertised?
Tango orange.
Tango orange. Okay, it goes it can start with tango, and then underneath like a PowerPoint it says we have a drink that is fizzy and tastes a bit like an orange. But then the legal disclaimer is that it's not actually an orange; it's artificial sweeteners and flavorings.
I think you can strip it back.
And then you could show the cans, but the cans can't have any artwork on them. It just says it's white with a black font that's Times New Roman that says Fanta Orange on it.
Okay.
Because on this point, with just the content on the ads, whatever, we should strip them down and just be like, this is a product we are selling. We're not going to get in your heads or influence you. I mean, it's going to ruin brands forever.
But it's more of an honest exchange.
It's like it'll be like Tom Ford. We have a new handbag. Do you think if you'd like to purchase it, you can come to one of our stores and guess it.
What would that do to the world other than making you less upset?
It would mean we get rid of mass consumerism on a scale that's ruining us and feeding a corrupt system.
So on like YouTube, you know how you get these like 5-second YouTube ads?
Yeah.
Are you imagining it's all just 1 second?
1 second. Water by Evian. You can buy a bottle of it in a local store.
No, not even that. Water. And then flashing up a GPS thing.
But that's almost like subliminal messaging. It needs to be like
water.
We do Evian, we sell water.
Presented by like
Clark's, you can buy shoes here.
Yeah.
Because then it's about if you need something rather than pointless purchasing.
Yeah. Is there anything?
We'd probably be happier.
I don't know if we would.
It would be sadder because it would be a less colourful, interesting, more creative world. Yeah, and I don't mind that. But when advertising has gone, this is the final straw of it that I am absolutely balls to the wall fed up of, is that as Netflix are now doing it, adverts, whatever, it was always going to happen. I accept it. They've got to pay the bill somehow. And
fine.
We do adverts. There's adverts in there. I get it. That's how the world goes. But I want to change what adverts are. But what is inexcusable is a new thing that Netflix are doing. Channel 4 have done as well. I don't think Amazon do it yet. But if you're watching a program on one tab and then it comes up with an advert halfway through, the advert plays, and then when you change tabs, the advert stops. Get out of my head. You cannot police my eyes.
That's crazy.
That is going, no. We don't just have to play the advert legally. You have to fucking look at it or get away from your screen. It takes up, now that advert now controls my screen. It's going, no, you're looking at this, you cunt.
If you took that into a kind of real world environment where it's like...
What was fake world about that?
Well, imagine like they were with you there. They're literally holding your head and making you fucking look at the screen. Yeah. I do think that's mental.
It is. It's a bit like walking past a billboard and a man going, look at it.
I guess you can leave the room though.
You can leave the room,
but you can't leave.
But I'm lying in bed. I'm not going to get up at the moment. At the moment, Netflix adverts about 45 seconds. That's going to be 3 minutes soon.
What's your quiet protest? Could you go and like stare at the wall or like what?
Well, I look up. Go away. Get off me.
Is there anything that you wouldn't advertise?
Yeah.
Is there any morally
genocide?
I don't think that's an option.
Well, we can't. Well, it's an open-ended question.
Genocide. I would never advertise meat. I don't think.
Yeah,
like
why?
chicken, like a chicken company, or like the bacon people have like asked me to like plug their bacon.
Yeah.
I mean that's kind of mad and disgusting because like you think.
But
oh,
you
dead
eat it.
pigs. Yeah, but I don't want to like advertise sausages or like
Because of the
beef.
death behind it.
Yeah, because you're a kind of warmonger. You're a death man. You're a farm killing.
What if
man.
they're free range chickens that have a lovely life?
Am I advertising?
Wouldn't that be a good thing because you'd be advertising a moral alternative to factory farming?
The difference between me eating some chicken nuggets and kind of like promoting the slaughter of chickens.
But that's not what I said. If it was a free range chicken company, so that's a better. If you're eating it, you got it's good to choose free range. So by advertising the more moral option, surely you're doing a good thing.
Yeah, but I think just the promotion of ultimately what I'm doing is promoting death there, and it's kind of like I'll be thinking.
To be honest, you don't see many adverts for chicken, do you?
Do you ever see any?
I don't think you see adverts for meat. You see like what's that? Holy Jolly bacon.
Dom Jolly.
Dom Jolly's bacon. Dom Jolly's a farmer.
Right, and he's got a massive rasher on like.
Why is he on the phone with the rasher?
He's got a huge.
Hello.
Bacon
What's
rasher
that? Go on, talk me through that advert. Dom Jolly's bacon advert where he's on the phone. Where he's on the phone with a bacon rasher.
Okay, hello. I can't hear you. It's because you're a bacon rasher. All right, you smell delicious. Sorry, I was confused. Now
You should be in the saucepan.
No, you should be in my mouth.
And then it crackles, and then the slogan:
Don't be rasher. Eat this bacon. Don't be rasher. Take time before you make a decision.
Don't be rash.
Don't be
buy
rash.
these rashers.
Don't be rasher. Buy these rashers.
Yeah.
Don't be rash. Buy these rashers.
rashers. Dom Jolly bacon.
Don't be rash. Take your time to make sure you got enough money, and then buy these rashers.
Always, whenever we spitball, we get worse as we go along. We start off with something quite clear, and it
No,
gets
don't be rash. We'll be
significantly-
like, what do you mean rash?
It could be like someone in the supermarket, and they go, and they're busy. They've got kids everywhere, and then they see Dom Jolly's bacon, and they're like, oh God, I'm too busy. Just this bacon, no, it's new, and I don't want it. They're being rash, and then it cuts to Dom. It's Dom with the bacon. They're, don't be rash. Buy my rashers.
Okay, so the rash decision is them avoiding
They're
Dom
not having,
and going to a
not
more
buying.
household brand.
We're implying that it's a rash decision to not buy this bacon.
Yeah, and if for those that really kind of take time over their decisions and
those would be
Those more considered
the
among us.
considered consumers, and they will buy Dom Jolly bacon.
this is obviously very high quality and funny bacon because Dom Jolly's hilarious. And probably very yummy. And then they buy the bacon.
It's not bad.
There you go. Well, how do we get there?
Don't know.
Something I'd hope you get behind is cigarette pouch adverts, like the photos, the kind of warning safety photos on the side of like cigarettes and tobacco and vapes.
Yeah.
Do you like them or not? Because
I
surely
think they are
you love them.
necessary. They are necessary.
But do you actively enjoy them?
Why would I actively enjoy
Because-
a picture of a man's kidney being removed?
Because
Or like a picture of a black lung? I don't look at that and go,
No,
oh,
I'm less
wow.
into that really.
Fuck yeah, man.
I'm less into that, but I'm more into like the I've got a pouch here. The
Yeah.
kind of sad, the sort of
Yes.
trauma core.
Like stock photos.
It's mental.
When they're like
a
yeah, smoking gives you ball cancer, and there's a
And
guy
it's a
like,
sad guy like,
oh no,
I've got ball cancer.
because they're always like, oh no,
Not again.
oh, what am I gonna do? Yeah, they're not actually. They don't employ the best actors for it, do they?
Well, I mean, surely
you can imagine why.
Can I just imagine what the shoots are like? Because it must be like,
Yeah.
everyone's like having like a team, and it's like, right, you have ball cancer, and it's,
Oh no! Look a bit more jovial. It's a bit more like a cartoon, please. And they're like, oh dear.
like I've got a few here.
Yep. Let's have a look at some smoking.
Okay, so I
adverts.
particularly like the babies holding the cigarettes.
Can't say that, Charlie. Too many babies.
Just from an artistic perspective. So look at this. The dad is blowing smoke into the baby's face. The baby's going, "Don't kill me, daddy." He hates it.
Yeah.
This is a baby or a little boy holding a cigarette towards his face. This is a baby smoking a cigarette
with a dummy.
through a dummy. This is one of my favorites. Look at
Yeah,
that.
that is
Fuck me.
That is a good one because
Do you wanna
they've
describe
clearly.
that?
It is a woman on the.
They've made this guy
there's a woman on
grey.
someone's. It looks a deathbed. They've clearly just made him blue, which is not.
They've turned his colour down immensely.
I don't remember. I've known smokers who have been
No
smoking
one's
for
that
many
colour.
years. No one's blue. I think that's false advertising. You can't be
You
like,
can't turn fucking
if you
blue from a
smoke,
cig-
you'll become blue.
Look at that. Mum's having a ciggy. This guy's just found out he's got ball cancer, or he's got.
Or he's looking down at his balls.
I think it
going,
might be that he can't get an erection.
erectile
actually.
dysfunction, and that's how I would look.
So soft.
I've not.
I haven't had a boner in weeks.
I'm soft as a beanbag.
I just love that. What is your in terms of, other than your get invasive kind of buy this hanky Andrew stuff?
Yeah.
What is your least favorite type of advert?
Well, another advert I don't like is when it's really serious law adverts where they're like, you could be owed compensation. Because it feels like an angry, serious man has suddenly appeared in my living room and is lecturing me about something that I don't understand. You've been missold insurance. Have I? It really
You've been fucked over your whole life.
If you must apply now. Apply now. What was that? PPI?
You could be owned. You could be owed up to £1,000.
PPI insurance. Everyone. There was a series where loads of people got missold. I think PPI or something.
Yeah.
PPI. Insurance was like, everyone has been missold insurance. Get in contact now. It's like, would you like to sue someone? I was like, I don't know.
That's what I noticed.
Even if I am, I don't want to talk to you guys because you guys seem fucking fucked.
Yeah. What I do like though, is adverts targeted at old people. Now I'm a young person. I'm young as anything.
You say nothing that's surprising on this podcast.
Okay.
You're weird with young and old people.
I like the old people adverts because they're unpretentious, cheap, and like kind of funny.
Like the stare.
They've got a funny colour grade on them. They're like kind of...
They're grey, aren't they?
They're kind of a bit grey.
They're so depressing.
They're washed out colours. It's like Ian Botham with like a fucking like, walking stick.
Yeah,
be like, you could use this seed to plant your avocados.
Yeah,
Your conservatory must be looking lovely, but to make it look even lovelier,
or like for stair
tomatoes.
lifts, and it's just like an old lady who's struggling to go up the stairs, and then
Ian Botham like pats her head and walks up the stairs.
Yeah, well, Ian Botham's not in all of them. But
no, but he might be.
He might
if he does well.
If it's a good week.
If
for
he
him.
makes a monopoly on the market, Ian Botham might be in every single.
He could be, and honestly, more power to the guy.
Okay, there's a chopper coming up ahead.
Ian Botham, more like Ian one of them.
You greedy
not
pig.
Bad. Ian Botham.
No.
More like Ian one of them.
Ian one each of them.
I'd prefer one of them because good. That's actually a thing we should do.
Something that despite my love for character ads and kind of any car advert, I do draw the line somewhere.
Go on.
And that's it. I don't like adverts. They're mainly on social media where it's like sort of fake vulnerable ads where it's like an influencer chatting, and then you find out after a minute or two. They're opening up about therapy. It's like somebody talking about therapy or like their head.
Is it like a fake podcast?
It's a fake...
Or like a fake interview?
It's a fake mental health video, which is actually an advert for like...
For an online therapy.
For an online therapy platform.
Right.
Or, it turns out it's for like hot water bottles, and it was kind of like some weird... It's basically people pretending to be vulnerable to sell you stuff. Yeah. I don't like being lied to. I don't mind the Green Giant or fucking Mr. Muscle because Mr. Muscle is trying to get me to let him come into my house. I mean, the Green Giant is trying to get in my mouth.
Mr. Muscle is trying to make me come into his house.
Because it's like, I know what they want from me. I know what Mr. Muscle wants.
For you to go into his house?
No, to him to come into my house to clean my toilet.
Yeah, okay.
I know what like these, the Michelin Man or Mr. Muscle or the Kevin the fucking Aldi carrot or the green dinosaur from Corrie. I know what they want.
Yeah,
they're selling me something.
Yeah.
Whereas I don't like these kind of fake influencers who are like, it's hard to be on your own. They're often Australian.
Right.
There's one in particular. I'm not going to name him, but he's a knob.
Right. Fine. Yeah. That's always been around because you'd have fake interviews on loads of adverts.
Yeah, but there's just something about these people
being online.
These people who post real videos,
who already have a following.
They already have a following. They post actual videos and then they sneak in an advert.
So it's acting, but you're pretending you're not acting.
Make it obvious that it's an advert. Lean into the fact that it's an advert.
Yeah.
Be like, I'm selling you sausages.
Yeah.
I fucking hate sausages.
Yeah. It should be, if it's any online, any
this is
like
an advert for
podcast
sausages.
Stuff, it should be, we're sponsored by, this is an advert for this.
And now enjoy it.
I'm selling you this and you know what I'm about to do, which is a lie.
Rather than opening up and
then at the end being like, advert for X.
Yeah.
It needs to start with, this is an advert for this. And then everyone can go, oh, they're lying now.
Yes. Because I actually think it would work. You'd actually believe them more if they told you at the start. Yeah.
Yeah, it might be less convincing, but that's, we should be told always this is an advertisement. Because there's stuff like product placement that you see everywhere, which is
I don't mind that as well if it's really obvious.
I watched a Jurassic Park and it's just a Volvo advert.
Yeah, if we were doing a product placement, because we're honest men, we would. If it was
but
like,
you have to. Legally.
If it was like Lilt, which has now gone under or stopped,
right?
Which is tragedy. Do you like Lilt?
Not really. No.
I love it. If Lilt paid us to do, and it was like a product placement, I would spend the whole episode with a Lilt strapped to my forehead.
Yeah.
As like I'm obviously, and then it would. I'd be able to pour it in my mouth.
We'd be in a small pool of Lilt.
We'd be in a paddling pool full of Lilt. We would under a waterproof
because
mics.
we have integrity.
Yes, because we're not liars.
But seeing as we're discussing advertising,
and we're all riled up actually, aren't we?
We're all riled up. It's been quite an animated discussion.
But you have to understand this was a different time.
You have to understand this is right now.
This is 2006.
You have to understand this is right now in this moment.
Now this is 2025.
And things are kind of different. So You wouldn't understand it sitting at home listening to us as we currently are, because it was just different. This is a time of Keir Starmer.
This is right now. Things were different.
There's reforms on the rise. It was something you need to wrap your head around to understand
buy this toaster.
This ad. So we've come up with some terms and conditions that we would have to read at the bottom of our podcast really quickly. I'll go first.
Yep.
So this is after our podcast, I guess. It just finishes.
After every episode.
Yeah. Warning, this podcast contains boys with really big penises that viewers may find too big because of how large they are. If you are easily offended by really big penises, please consider watching on a smaller screen, for the penises will appear small even though they are in fact very large in real life. Andrew and Charlie cannot be held accountable for the large nature of their penises. Also, Charlie is not gay or bi. He might appear to be heteroflexible, but resents the amount of male matches he gets on online dating profiles. Therefore, any appearance or comments that might indicate that he is gay are merely queer baiting and should not be taken seriously.
Wow.
Big cocks, you're a queer baiter.
I need to own up to that. I am quear baiting.
Yeah, you're wearing this.
I need to start being
this
more
tight red top.
Just admit that I like panny and pies. Fanny and pies.
Oh, that was a bit of fun. Panny and fries for breakfast.
Panny and pies. Fanny and pies.
Panny and pies.
I tried to say fanny and pies.
Pies?
Yeah, like I'm a man's man. I like pie and fanny.
Right. Oh, okay. Fine. Yeah. I thought. To be honest, I thought you were using pies as a euphemism for like a bottom.
How do I do to know such thing?
Doesn't bear mentioning.
My terms and conditions are: Andrew and Charlie are not responsible for what they're trying to say or for the ideas put forward in this podcast. Anything they cannot and will not be used in the court of the land, something which we later rely on each other.
Oh, so you just kind of did the Miranda rights.
Did the Lord's Prayer.
I liked it. Hey, but that's actually probably more of a legitimate one. Because it's true. You can't hold us accountable.
And you must rely on each other.
Rely on each other, be good with
You might not like the answers.
So now we've discussed some of Andrew and Charlie's ideas on advertising. It's now time to rummage on into Thinker's Corner.
We're rummaging.
We'll kick us off with some quotes as ever. So this is Marshall McLuhan.
He sounds like a cowboy.
Advertising is the greatest art form of the 20th century.
It's not. It's up there. It's better art than it's better than modern art.
Can something be art if it's trying to sell you something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can. Yeah. Those Evian babies are absolutely art.
Mm.
A chair on the floor in the fucking gallery isn't. I'd
Right.
take advertising over modern art.
That's fair. I understand that. But that is, that's your, I like sweets and porn.
No, it's
I
not.
just want to sit in front of the telly and watch babies roller skate rather than maybe
I wanna
challenge
be wowed.
myself.
No, I am being challenged by an insane car advert.
There's your problem. There is your problem. Front and center. You're challenged by car
It's
adverts.
more- is it
how
one of-
does a car advert challenge you?
I'm like, what's going on? How is this car kind of talking and flying or...
What a load of silly bollocks. The greatest pieces of art have been from advertising.
Well, that guy obviously just loves adverts.
He just loves adverts. It's you.
He probably just loves
It's you. He
cars.
sat in front of the Green Giant going, oh my God,
How have they done that?
that meerkat's talking.
That's an animated duck.
And we had to remember, this was at a time when advertising didn't exist.
It was different back then.
It was different back then.
Keir Starmer was barely out of his potty.
I don't like it, but you do. I think this is where we differ. I can see there's artistic capability in adverts when there's like there can be good adverts that are creative, but it's not art.
Mm.
Someone might disagree, and I'd be happy to.
I do disagree. I don't think the Green Giant advert is art.
Everything you said thus far contradicts
I don't think
that.
that's art.
No,
I do think the dancing
You do-
babies is art.
but it's selling water.
It's still art.
That's fine. We have different definitions, and that's fine. I don't even know. I couldn't give a definition of what art is, but I know in my mind it's not selling a product.
It definitely sullies the wall. I wouldn't rather that it was for an advert, but I don't think the fact that it's for an advert necessarily means that it can never
because
ever
the
be
primary
art.
purpose of it is to sell a product.
Okay, what about in 100 years when that company's done? Is that now art?
No,
Is that advert
because the
now
the primary purpose of why it was made was to sell a product. The creativity comes in order to sell a product. It's not for the endeavor of something. It's for the endeavor of selling, which can't be art. They don't sit down and go, let's create something amazing. They go, let's create something amazing that's going to be able to sell these bricks.
Yeah. I think that guy just loves adverts.
He loves adverts.
He probably works for an advertising agency.
He probably does. He's probably Mr. Advert. Aldous Huxley. Advertising is the organized effort to extend and intensify cravings for things unnecessary to our health or happiness. That's basically saying stop
That's the
buying
opposite
shit.
of McClary McLeod. What's the other guy called?
Marshall McLuhan.
Yeah, so those guys would not get on.
Aldous Huxley and
In a
Marshall
way,
McLuhan
your
would have
Aldous-
quite the tepid time if they found them together in a lift.
Yes.
They'd get in an argument, and then McLuhan would kick off and he'd press all the numbers because Aldous is going higher than him. He'd press all the numbers and go, fuck you, Huxley.
And Aldous would probably, Marshall?
Marshall.
Marshall would probably try and sell Aldous
He would.
a pen
He would.
or a jumper. And Aldous would say, I've already got pens and
I
jumpers.
don't need any more
Fuck off."
pens,
You're
Marshall.
basically Aldous.
I'm Aldous.
And
You're
I'm
Marshall.
I'm Marshall. Obviously, if they're trying to sell like USB Hoovers,
Which is exactly what they're doing.
well, I mean, what's the most pointless ad you've ever seen?
There's adverts for Thames Water. And I'm like, I don't have a choice in you.
I mean, I don't mind the. I guess they just remind you that they exist, though. They just say, by the way, I'm Thames Water.
But they don't say, by
and
the
I
way.
exist. I see me.
Yeah, that's kind of what they're doing. I'm like, I see you. I pay an extortionate amount for your terrible service. They're putting poo in our rivers.
They're not. We are. We're putting the poo in our rivers.
No, we're not.
Well, we pooed.
Just because it's not our
Who
fault.
did the crime? Whoever did the crime did the time.
Okay, it's like a fart.
Don't shoot the messenger. Thames Water is the messenger for our poo into the river. If you cared so much about the rivers, you would shit into a bucket in your room.
I like you coming out in defense of the water companies.
Have a go at Thames Water.
You come on Newsnight, just stop pooing in a toilet then. It's obvious. We're complicit. It's our. Whose poo do you think it
Silence
is?
is violence.
Whose poo do you think it is? It's ours. We have buckets, do we not? Unbelievable. All these people blaming the water companies.
Hey, they're doing a bloody good job, and you should stop pooing in the loo.
You're like this. You're like that's what you kind of look like a spokesperson for a water company.
Listen,
because it's a very Newsnight turtleneck. It's an apology turtleneck.
My client has done nothing wrong. You are doing too much pooing.
Do you think we make the poo? Vance Packard.
What a mental name.
Go on. Yeah, every time.
Vance Packard sounds like Chris Packham's alter ego. And it's Vance when he's getting quite sexy in the evenings. He saved all the hedgehogs in the day. And at night, he takes his top off.
Vance Packard.
And he does a lot of snogging.
Erection owner. Vance Packard.
Vance Packard. I don't give a fuck about the environment. All I care about is this and is you.
And your pussy.
And your fanny.
Fanny. Vance Packard gonna lose his sexual allure if he says fanny. Vance Packard, the ultimate weapon for mass persuasion is the manipulation.
Is the weapon of mass destruction.
The ultimate weapon for mass persuasion is the manipulation of subconscious desires.
Fucking spit it out. What?
It's such an amazing response to a quote that's finished. Spit it out, mate. It's fucking written this years ago. Spit it out.
Yeah, but that sounds like a lot of hot air.
The ultimate weapon for mass persuasion is the manipulation of subconscious desires.
Why don't they get in our sleep?
What?
Adverts for the best way for them to get us would be to like funnel into our
I'm
sleep.
pretty sure that's like that's an episode of Black Mirror. Are you condoning that?
But, I mean, it would save a lot of time.
So you think it should be mandatory for us to have advert headphones on every time we go to sleep?
Yeah, and you know what we call it? Commercial.
It's a bit in Brave New World actually, where all the babies go to sleep and they're repeating the party line.
I will buy more sausages.
Yeah. Well, then you could buy sausage companies could buy out ads in baby sleeps.
Ads in your ears.
Yeah.
Ear ad.
Ear ad.
Don't go shopping. Go sleeping, and we'll put your stuff in your head.
I like that one. Say it again.
Don't go shopping. Go sleeping, and we'll put some stuff in your head.
That's good. That's our advert for ear ads. Eric from Modern Man.
Where's he from?
Very good. Eric
From
two away from two. What's the opposite of from?
Two.
No, from two. It is two, isn't it? It's the opposite of from two.
I believe so.
I've come from. I go to.
From's counterpart is two.
I guess two is the opposite of from. What's the opposite of Eric?
Richard.
Richard 2. Modern man is alienated from himself, from his fellow men, and from nature. Advertising helps to keep that alienation alive by teaching him that the cure lies in more consumption.
I need to hear that again. These guys speak way too fast.
Modern man is alienated from himself, from his fellow men, and from nature. Advertising helps us to keep that alienation alive by teaching him that the cure lies in more consumption.
So Eric wants us to go into the trees and shut up about toasters.
In some ways, yeah. Eric wants us to go into a forest hand in hand with our fellow man and play Duck,
naked.
Duck, Goose instead of buying another slushy.
I understand that, but at some point, if we all go into the woods, one of us is going to go and have to buy like firelighters.
Yet again, what you're doing is you've taken a quote, you've made up a completely false situation about that quote, and then you're complaining about the false situation.
One of us is going to have to go and buy like a kettle or some sort of fryer or a few blankets from.
But
the
question is, do we need to be advertised for necessities?
We need to know that these things exist.
We know bananas. You can buy them at the supermarket. You need some shoes. Go to the shoe store. You don't need a PlayStation.
I want one.
Well, you can. Okay, you can
bored in
have
the
one.
woods.
You can have one. You can have
The
a
woods
PlayStation.
is fucking boring.
But this is, again, if we have advertising that says this PlayStation exists, you can play a game on it. Maybe you'd be more happy if you didn't play games and you went outside and met a friend.
I guess the danger of all this is that, like, what at some point we're going to get to, like, kind of the... I know we often, almost always come back to this.
Oh, no.
But the Wally fat people... Is that Eric's fear is that we're going to become like the Wally people? You know, the fat...
I think Eric's fear is more we're going to become even more isolated and lonely. Which are the Wally fat people in some ways, yes.
They're
but
just
they're
fucked.
more onus on the fat. It's more like we'll just be...
We'll forget that trees exist.
We'll be at home by ourselves in a single bed flat with a mountain of things around us we just keep pressing and clicking and looking at and feeling.
We'll think that Tulip is some sort of Android headset.
You're damn right, Charlie.
At some point, if we keep going
at some point, where you think an Apple is a phone.
Yeah. Where we think that Samson...
What's a Samsung?
Samson from the book is a phone.
From the book?
Samson, who cut his hair.
What?
Who's Samson?
I don't know. It's one of my friend's dogs.
Samsung, where we think Samsung, where you forget where your son Sam sung at the school play.
Yep.
And you think...
And you go, well, that's not a phone. That's not a tablet. I thought I was here to see
Where's my boy?
I thought I was here to see Samsung, but that's my boy on stage singing his heart out. I was expecting a pad that you could touch on your fingers. That's not a tablet.
This is bollocks.
Where's the stylus?
I don't care about this boy. I barely recognise him.
I can't download that on the App Store or the Android equivalent.
My son's been a disappointment for years because he's not a phone.
Okay, now it's time to dive into some studies about different advert effects and what's good and what's bad, essentially. There's a study into the red sneaker effect. Non-conformity makes
Is that me? I'm a red sneaker right now.
You are a red sneaker. You are. Look at him sneak, and he's red. Yeah.
Oh my god, I've seen something awful.
Oh.
I've uncovered a really horrific bio lab.
Well, you better sneak out. Now sneak out. Just sneak. You're not sneaking. There you go. Now he's back. There's the red sneaker. The red sneaker effect. Non-conformity makes you look smart. Researchers found that a person wearing red sneakers in a professional setting is often judged as more competent and powerful because they're confidently breaking norms.
Yes, I can imagine that.
Which is exactly why you've worn this red turtleneck.
But because I'm wearing my top half, does that make me dumber?
No, it doesn't.
It makes me even cleverer.
It's neutral.
I do feel quite clever when I wear this top, actually. Because I feel like I am sort of smart, but also... not wearing. It's not like a. I feel like I'm smart, but not like doctor smart, like cool smart, creative smart. I'll catch you at the bar, sort of smart.
You've got a great if I needed a vision board mocked up, you'd be fucking.
I'll do you a deck in a heartbeat.
You'd do me a fucking deck in a
I'll
heartbeat.
do you an absolutely fucked deck.
What about Ant?
My deck. He's struggling with alcoholism.
That is Ant? Yeah, you're right.
Deck's pretty consistent and stable.
Deck is, yeah, and he's
Ant has been through it, but
by the way, watching I'm a Celebrity again, kind of. Well, they're just the best.
Thoughts on H?
Magnificent. I haven't watched enough of it. I just watched their.
Ant and Deck are amazing. Honestly, why are they so good?
They're just brilliant. They're perfect. They're magic. They're comedy magic together. They're perfection. Their timing's unbelievable. You can't really get better than them as a presented double act. They're the best that's ever done it.
Wow.
I very sincerely talk about Ant and Deck. I think they're geniuses.
Geniuses?
Yep. They're comedic geniuses.
Comedic geniuses, because you don't often hear people talking about how funny they are. What's funny about them? No, I know they're funny, but like they're pleasant.
Their timing, their chemistry together. The jokes are stupid, but they're aware of the stupidness and they play them off perfectly. They're the best. They're unbelievable to watch. Elle was watching it whilst I was working, and then I'd stop. I wouldn't watch it because I was working, but I'd stop working to watch the segues with Ant and Deck. I think they're magnificent presenters. Best that they've ever done it. And I say it sincerely. Every time there's I'm a Celeb, I'll say it on Boys Gone Wild sincerely because it bears mentioning. That's the red sneaker effect really, really dived into. The IKEA effect.
No, hang on. Wait, the red sneaker, I can understand that because, I think there's like a powerful Cruella de Vil vibe to having red shoes on.
Okay. Like a cigarette holder.
I don't give a fuck and I am in charge.
A bit Devil Wears Prada.
Yeah, that's kind of what I get from red. Unless you're wearing kind of red Converses and you got a lolly in your mouth and then you look like a
if you're wearing red flip-flops or like red clogs.
It does depend on what shoes you're wearing.
To be fair, if the head of marketing came in wearing red clogs, I'd be like, that guy's good.
But not red flip-flops.
Red flip-flops, I'd be like, you're trying too much. You're trying to be too open in like a communal space of let's have an ideas storm.
I'm thinking red heels.
Yeah.
Red heels.
That's power bossy bitch.
Yeah.
And she knows what she's doing.
Red shoe. Red, to be fair.
If red heels.
What about them?
Yeah.
Cherry loafer.
They're not quite red enough. They're not like business sexy red. No. They're more like maroon.
No, we're talking about like dark. Deep.
If red heels for like a CFO, you're like, fuck, I bet she's fucking brutal with the numbers.
Yeah. She eats numbers as her cereal.
It's her cereal in the morning. She has like Lucky Charm O's. What's a number cereal? She'll have like Lucky Charm O's, and then she'll have alphabet soup for lunch.
Yeah, and then spaghetti for dinner.
What's
alphabet spaghetti?
Alphabet spaghetti for tea.
And then confetti for pudding, because it's always a party in her house.
Okay, so we agree with that one. The IKEA effect. You love things more if you suffer putting them together. Participants valued objects much more if they had assembled them themselves, even if the results were lopsided. So, some of these are funny.
Is that a joke?
It's a joke. Some of the summaries I get are trying to make a joke.
Lopsided?
Lopsided, sorry.
How is that a joke?
Even if the results are lopsided.
Oh, got you.
Oh, I know it can be tough to assemble.
But you could deliver that like, even if the results are lopsided, which is...
Yeah, but that's kind of an odd way. Yeah. Yeah. So, you know, can you imagine that?
It was a right pain in the ass. Yeah, I built my bed and it almost killed me.
But now you love it more than if it was just a ready-made bed?
I suppose I am fonder of it because I built it. It's like if I raised my own son.
Yeah.
I care about my kid.
There's something in me in this table.
I don't look at all children and think that's my boy. But if I had a boy,
yes,
I would care about him
If
more.
a boy was delivered to me,
I'd be like, thanks.
I like this boy.
But I didn't make him.
I didn't make the boy. But because I've made the boy...
Now, why would a boy be delivered to you?
Well, adoption.
Okay, not just
adopted parents can love
not
their
just like a
adopted
burger.
kid. The boy isn't there to be eaten.
No, he's there to be nurtured and raised.
Yes.
Into a man.
But then again, well, it's interesting because if the boy was there to be eaten, then I would prefer the boy that I hadn't made.
Because you would like to keep your own son as your boy, right?
I'd be like, yeah, if it was for food, I'd go,
I'll eat that random boy.
I'll eat that random boy. My own son will be spared. So it works in some ways, but there's some pretty glaring issues.
No, I can understand. So how does that, is that applied specifically, is that specifically applied to IKEA?
Well, IKEA
or anything you make.
Anything you make, I imagine, but IKEA is a big example of it. Do you love IKEA? I haven't yet had to furnish a house adequately enough to love IKEA, but I imagine everyone does.
No, some people hate IKEA.
The meatballs are great.
The meatballs are ridiculous.
Yeah.
How are they so cheap and banging?
They're just amazing. It's Swedish meatballs. I can give you a recipe.
You can do them.
Nowhere near as good as IKEA. But they released their recipe for it.
But how can you make a meatball?
It's more the sauce that we're talking about.
Right.
But you can make meatballs. It's just mincemeat and paprika, salt, pepper, ball them up.
Really?
With some flour.
I've never made them.
That's okay.
I have made salmon curry.
Interesting. So IKEA would be the main one, yeah. But any kind of flat pack.
Yeah, I built my bed.
furniture.
I've actually moved my built and basically broken bed. You'll be unsurprised to hear between like 3 houses because I love it because I did make it.
Well, there you go.
So it makes sense. Who's this guy?
No one. It's just a study. I didn't see the name of the study.
Whoever is involved in that work is very smart cookie.
Very smart. Smart cookie, that one. Now, I did find one that said ads with a mistake can make a brand more likable.
Like, come and buy this coffee. Kappa.
Whoops. We meant cup. Please buy our coffee. We're desperate.
We can't even.
Please,
We honestly,
we're fucking
the power's
useless
gone.
here.
The power's run out.
We're awful.
We're on a generator.
We can't spell the word cup.
We haven't got any milk or
we
food.
need your coffee. No, not your coffee.
There's something
custom.
charming. Yeah, there's some charm in terms of the mistake, as long as I'm absolutely certain that they're not doing it on purpose.
They will be doing it on purpose.
Well, then I don't like it.
Yeah, because
it's
again,
like faux.
get out of my head.
Faux honesty.
Oh, I don't remember reading that on the Vietnamese menu.
No.
Excuse me, waiter. I'll have the faux honesty, please.
It's
delicious.
It's disgusting. It's disgusting.
Oh yeah, no, you're right.
You shouldn't order it. It's disgusting.
You shouldn't have it. It's faux honesty. What would that?
You look quite fat in that jumper.
Yeah.
Enjoy your meal. Yeah, basically, if as long as it's real, then it's fine. Come and buy
it won't be real.
Come and have this coffee kaput would piss me off because you're not
'cause
misspelling a 3-letter word.
It's genuinely something I saw, which would be interesting to you as an editor. There was a reoccurring advert on Now TV where they'd fucked it so much, and I cannot believe it got to the TV on like Now TV. It had the Premiere Pro edit, like media found on the television. Promise you. I saw it once and I thought that can't have been real.
That's crazy.
Saw it again. They got in. And the voiceover was going under it and everything.
That's crazy.
They just absolutely fucked it.
No media found is when you've got files in your like edit project and one of them is missing. So you'd have like a big red splotch. We had it on our fucking episode the other day.
We did.
It's when you're missing a chunk of the
I
video.
love when you put your serious editor cap on.
Yes.
You go like, oh no, let me actually, Andrew, if you wouldn't mind, I'm going to explain this. The thing about Premiere Pro. That's lovely. Orange scent makes people more ethical. So if you're smelling orange, you'll be more inclined to donate to charity.
I'll spare this old woman.
So we should use it as a kind of anti-crime prevention. People shouldn't go around with
Old
mace
ladies need to have
or pepper
orange-
spray. They need orange scent.
Old ladies need to have kind of open orange segments on their heads.
Yeah,
So
okay.
that they will not be mugged in the street.
You know, you could just wear orange scent perfume.
You could do that, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it works as well as if it's not just like real zest, though. Surely, there's nothing.
Well,
like,
orange zest.
There's nothing like orange.
There's nothing like orange. Yeah, but you just wear orange zested perfume.
Yeah, but I'd like to have like proper like the raw, just chunks of orange. If it matters so much, and my safety is more important than anything, I would care about that more than any sort of substitute.
That's fair. A famous primate study: male monkeys would sacrifice juice rewards to look at photos of high-status monkey bottoms.
Do you mean that like they've got like a pack of monkeys and there's like a queen bee monkey and
Maybe.
she gets her bum out for the little run?
Maybe.
Monkeys?
Yeah, probably. It shows that sex sells.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, you take a bit of bum over a bit of banana.
Can't argue with it. People rate cheese. People rate cheese as tastier when the lights are slightly more yellow.
But
Advertisers have used this for years. A tiny color temperature shift. People think cheese is creamier. Same cheese, magic lighting. Humans are. I'm not going to read the
because
last
you
bit.
think that you're in a kind of massive bit of cheese.
Yeah, or if the room is cheesy, I'm going to enjoy the
I
cheese
may as well
more.
sort of immerse myself in.
Yeah, or like if like I imagine if I'm
It's
in
like when in Rome,
if I'm in a
sort of thing.
dark
When
room,
in cheese.
If I'm in a dark room with a fireplace crackling that's got slightly brown, like a darker, like brown, comforting, loggy lighting, and that hot chocolate that I'm having is going to taste better than if I'm in a supermarket with fluorescent lights.
Because you're surrounded by hot chocolate.
It feels
like I'm in a big hot
I
chocolate.
guess in a way you're right.
Is
yeah.
that why? But surely the yellow.
It's not because the yellow, but it's just your whole. It's like you're experiencing the cheese
You're
in your
method
mouth.
eating.
You're method eating. You're not just experiencing your mouth. Your whole senses are cheesy.
I'm cheese.
I can smell
brie.
the cheese. I am brie.
I am manchego.
I am Edam.
I'm a manchego.
Yes,
I'm just a manchego.
he's a manchego.
You start as a boy and then you become a manchego.
Chago. Good. Yeah. But you can imagine. So it's not just, I can get that. If I'm in a cheesy coloured room, I'm not just tasting the cheese. I'm not just smelling the cheese. I'm seeing the cheese. My whole senses
That
are
makes
cheese.
sense.
So we've now heard from some of the greatest thinkers that have ever lived. It's now time to hear from some better ones as we trundle on down to Patreon Valley. And if you'd like to ask some questions and have an extra bonus episode every week, and we're now going to start a film club on our Patreon. As Charlie has seen 3 films, The Polar Express, Avatar 2, The Way of the Water, and
Run, Fat Boy, Run.
Run, Fat Boy, Run. We're going to choose a film every week that we will watch.
Have you seen Run, Fat Boy, Run?
Yes, that we will watch. And
very good.
we release 3 options, and then the Patreons get to vote on which one we watch that week, and then the extra episode will be Charlie mostly talking about what he learned from that film.
Well, you'll learn stuff as well. I would hope.
Absolutely.
And at some point, can we do Run, Fat Boy, Run?
Of course we can. We can maybe do that early on so we can get you on a nice
So I can
level
actually be
footing.
behind
This
it.
week we're starting with Clockwork Orange, so we'll see what Charlie Milner's thoughts are on Clockwork Orange, given that he's only ever seen The Polar Express.
I'm very excited to see more films.
It'll be
genuinely.
fun. It will be lots of fun.
It's the
And you
perfect crime.
can ask questions to us right now, as has John Smith. What ads do you remember best from your childhood, particularly the ones that made you pester your parents or something? I have one. I remember it best. So I never pestered them for them because they were female shoes. But Lely Kelly. Oh, Lely Kelly, the greatest shoes. Oh, yeah. With Lely Kelly, we are so cool. Oh, yeah. And then it was like a jelly kind of shoe.
I don't know if I remember. Could you eat it?
No.
Well, if it was a jelly shoe,
It wasn't made out of
and
jelly.
if it really meant it, you'd have been able to eat it
False advertising.
for pudding.
Let's get Lely Kelly in the courts.
You said we could eat you, Lely.
We can't. Now we've got Paul. It's almost...
So do you have to? Can you wear it? Does your foot get covered in jelly?
No, it's not made of jelly. It's like jelly. It looks a bit... It's reminiscent of jelly.
I've got no idea what you're talking about.
That's fair enough, but it might have like some
Can you
liquid
get
in it.
Can you show me?
Maybe they weren't even jelly shoes.
Lely Kelly.
Oh, Lely
it like the
Kelly, the
aliens-
coolest shoes. Oh, yeah.
Like
With
the-
Lely Kelly, we are so cool. Oh, yeah.
But you don't remember anything about Lely Kelly other than some
Pink
sort of jelly
shoes.
shoe.
Pink jelly
It's like
shoe.
the grow your own alien thing.
No, it's not like the grow your own anything.
I love
Maybe
that.
it might not be that dissimilar material. Pink jelly shoes. I don't know. That's the only advert.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's okay.
I'm going to find out.
Yeah, we have got a year difference, so maybe that was
Me and you. What that was in my kind of.
Yeah.
I was reading too much.
Yeah, now that you say it, it sounds
grew up.
preposterous.
No, I think I'd have remembered Lily Kelly. My thing that I remember was the Hot Wheels. You know those like Scalextric's Hot Wheels sort of toys where they make it look so cool.
Yeah.
And you're like, that looks fucking.
Oh, yeah, Scalextrics.
Look at that living room. It looks mad. They've got this whole like
and, like,
Grand
the
Prix
loop-de-loop.
setup and like. But then you get it and you're
Hot
just
Wheels
kind
or
of,
Scalextrics? I had a Scalextrics and I definitely pestered my dad for a Scalextrics.
I think both.
Yeah. And they were actually really
And
fucking annoying.
when you get them to yours, it's sort of, you're just in your little.
Do you remember? And like the little fuzzy bit on the metal bit underneath that you had to put
You're
back on.
in your sad little room. It
just
keeps flying off the track.
around. It keeps flying off because fundamentally they're a shit game.
Well, this was a different time,
Because this was this is before Formula One was a thing.
Nowadays it's all kind of digital, but at the time you had these kind of cars.
There were
brush
cars.
sensors, the copper brush sensors,
And there were cars and tracks and things were solidifying in kind of reality back then.
and you'd put them in your mouth sometimes, but they wouldn't like it.
Nowadays we're used to Hoovers that operate by themselves, whereas this was a day where you must remember it was you had to use a remote control to control a car on a track, a real life track.
And it would often disappoint.
Well, that was the annoying thing because they weren't actually a good game because you could only really hold it. You could only really hold it at a certain bit, and then that would make it go around perfectly. And then if you get cocky because you get bored of holding it at a certain bit and you increase the speed and fly off.
I think it's a kind of a parable almost for life.
Interesting.
The answer. That you must have balance. The answer lies somewhere in the middle.
Right, okay.
Don't go full speed or you will fall off the track. Too much partying, too many drugs, and too many sex will make you fall off the wheels, all off the wagon. None at all, you won't go anywhere. You'll be very sad and bored. You must find balance.
Scalextrics is a philosophy for life.
It's a parable. It's a Japanese proverb.
You're losing me now.
Scalextrico.
It's got a different name?
See, this is from Spain.
So it's probably an American-made company that is a Japanese proverb with a Spanish accent.
It's the globalized world.
The globalized world, so it's actually more than just a metaphor for life. It's a metaphor for society and economics. I didn't actually, to be honest, I didn't pick that up when I was using Scalextrics.
I did. That's why I was a very advanced boy.
Yeah, because and that's why you're now
I've
Mr.
regressed.
Advertisement.
Yes.
That's good stuff. Now we've
Well.
wow. Funny you found us. Now that
Where are we?
Where are we? That's us. We've just woken up.
You know what I'm really suddenly understanding is that our little kind of universe of Pieces Pasture and Patreon Town, Patreon Valley, is it like a kind of retirement village for people with dementia?
That's Patreon Valley.
Okay, so all of our patrons have dementia.
We're hiking up Patreon Valley, and now we found a lovely meadow that we've realised. I'm knackered, but what a lovely reward we get.
Look at this view.
Look at this brilliant pasture
of this retirement
for
village.
Pieces Pasture. This week we've done something slightly different. Charlie and I have both written an advert for the podcast. It'll be an advert for Andrew and Charlie Investigates. It's a noir setting, a noir theme, black and white, but Charlie's wearing that red top. That's the only piece of colour in it.
Film.
It's like a noir.
I'm like Poe. I'm Poe in a black and white Teletubby film.
Yes. There are two dead bodies brutally murdered on the floor. Uniformed cops are crowded around them, stumped, scratching their heads.
We're losing him.
Cop 1. What are we going to do? Cop 2. This is the hardest case I've ever come across. Cop 1. We'll never have the bravery or skill set to investigate such a complex situation. Cop 3. I know just the guys. Andrew and Charlie kick down the door. The cops blush as Andrew and Charlie make an effort to wink at each of them. They bend down towards the corpses. Andrew. Looks like we got a classic case of victims who haven't done enough investigating. Charlie, if you look at the entry wound here, you can see that there's a clear lack of investigating under the victim's skin. Andrew, a lack of investigating. Cop 1, where did you find these guys? Cop 3, quiet, let them work. Charlie, this victim and thousands of others across the country could have been saved if only they'd done more investigation. Andrew, why won't Britain get investigating? Title card, Andrew and Charlie investigate. Investigate, don't die. Hashtag get Britain investigating.
I would see that advert and immediately buy our podcast.
Which you can't do, but...
Well, I'd become a...
Oh, you'd like be an investor?
I'd be an investor.
Yeah.
I'd back us to the end.
Get Britain investigating.
Is there a hashtag in your advert?
Yeah, get Britain investigating at the end.
Great, with a little card.
There it is. Simple. Done.
Smashed
Magic.
it.
Magic. Let's hear Charlie's advert.
We should bloody do that. We should get that.
We should bloody do that.
We should get that on
it
the
would be
screen.
hilarious if we could see how much it costs to get like a 2-second TV slot.
2-second TV slot would be amazing.
We just go, what's a podcast now?
I've also written a piece. An advert, rather.
Is it a TV ad?
It's a TV ad. It's for the telly. So fast escalating montage of people shouting "No!" and pounding the ground and sort of slumped up against the fridge, and sort of their heads are in their hands. So you got this kind of montage scene. I'm not sure what the music is. I imagine it might just be raw, actually.
Okay, yeah.
So it's a man in a suit in the park screams "No!" Woman in the kitchen staring into space. Elderly woman at the bus stop crying. Dog walker sort of with his dog. His dog's licking him, but he's barely compos mentis.
Yeah.
Guy in the gym slaps the floor. Someone in the supermarket just staring into space.
Yeah.
And then there's sort of arty shots interspersed, sort of a dramatic slow-mo of a man turning to the camera, mouthing wide like "No." A woman silhouetted, back to camera.
A lot of montage description.
Yeah, there's a lot here. Woman silhouetted, back to camera with a quiet "No." And then a finally shot of a kid on the swing, just saying "No." Smash cut to Andrew and Charlie investigate. You might not like the answers.
I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot.
I thought you'd like that.
I like it a lot, Charlie. I like that. Yeah, I love every minute of it. I like that you haven't really said the name. No, yeah, I like just having the slogan. No, just yeah. I like it a lot. I think that's bang on. That's exactly the effect we want from this podcast. Is people having to stop their shopping. Kids, stop having fun at the park because
all women are crying.
All women are crying because they can't believe the answers.
They can't handle the truth.
They can't handle the truth. Yet they listen anyway because part of them deep down wants to know the truth. Yeah, but they can't handle it. You might not like the fucking answers. Get fucked. So what have you learned from our investigation into advertising?
I've learnt that you need to become more open to baby adverts.
Yep.
You should open your heart.
Right. And let like Pringles into them.
Yeah.
Let Pringles into my heart.
Well, let some kind of novelty weird toy into your life if it looks cool.
Okay. So I should buy more shit.
Buy more bits.
Let adverts into my heart.
Get some trinkets in your life.
Yeah, okay.
Because otherwise you'll be a husk of a man who sort of owns nothing.
And the real measure of a man is how many trinkets he owns.
Yeah.
I haven't yet again. I don't feel like I've learnt a lot.
Nothing.
It feels like I expected a lot of what you were saying. It's not surprising me that you love any advert with a character in, that you like the bright colours. I was surprised
Aldi carrot.
I was surprised that you like the car adverts because I felt like as a kid when a car advert came on, you were like, oh god, because they're quite long.
They're
and
the height
boring.
of cinema.
Yeah, which is why we need to get you in the film club. So thank you for joining us as ever. Subscribe to the Patreon for our new film club. It's like £3 a month or something, isn't it?
Bloody cost of about 100 peanuts probably.
Which will be starting as of next week. So if you want to see our take on Clockwork Orange, come and join, come and tag along, like and subscribe. Actually, you have to say
whatever you do,
just hit, smash it.
If nothing else,
click it.
Watch Run Fat Boy Run and then subscribe to our podcast
because it does help us. It really, really does.
We love that film.
We need it. And rate it, I guess. Do all the things that people say you should do. And
yes, you know what to do.
Love you, Charlie.
Love you too.
See you next week.
Goodbye.
It's Andrew and Charlie investigate. They're gonna find the truth and tell you straight. They're exploring themselves and the universe. Andrew's spoiled, Charlie's even worse. The meaning of life, they're gonna find out. So sit back and listen, you big trout. That's it up from me anyway. What the bloody hell? They're investigating today.